Hi everybody and welcome to another solo playthrough video. Today is a very exciting video. We're going to be playing Rolling Seas by Nuts Publishing. I have it right here. This is a game designed by George Yaros. I hope I'm saying that right. And the art is by Lise Fletty. I'll put their names on the screen. Now, Nuts Publishing very kindly sent this to me, so thank you so much to Nuts Publishing for sending it. I am very excited to try it out. Now, this is a prototype of the game, so components might change, some rules might change, just so you know. And the Kickstarter will be launching on the 20th of May. So I'm not sure how soon that's going to be from now on, because I'm not sure when this video will go up, but probably it will be live early May. So the Kickstarter will be going live in probably a week or two. So keep your eyes out if this looks interesting. And without much further ado, let's play. All right, let me quickly go over a little bit of the rules. Obviously, I love it to just jump right in and explain everything while we play, but I'll explain a little bit. We have our ship, we have our adventure, the islands, the seas, and we have our adventure deck, which will show us a bunch of things that we need to do. We have different colored markers to mark different things on our map, which is nice. This is a little reference card, and I have a compass to guide us where we need to go. And this is going to give us items when we're going exploring, depending on the dice rolls. So first, what we're gonna do, I have set aside 2 cards that will show us our like starter like obstructions, which are obviously, they're good. The main goal that we have basically is we are trying to live an adventurous life and counter as many obstacles actually as we can, so we can make stories about our sea adventures. And then we're going to try to go to all these different ports to tell our tales that we've went on, tell our adventures, and we will score points mostly for that. We will also score points for some other things, but the main thing is just really trying to get our stories out there, which I think that's a really cool concept for this game. But right now, the seas are quite calm, and we have 2 starting cards that we're going to flip. So I'm going to flip this first one. We have Blood Rain. So this is a climatic event. So Blood Rain does not sound great. We are going to take our green marker, and I'm going to draw this either in the L coordinates, like one has to overlap, or in the 5. Now we will choose where we start our journey after we've drawn in these 2 cards, but I'd love them to kind of be on the path that I'm going, so we will be able to use those to our advantage. So I think the Blood Rain I will draw here. So it's gonna go like this. And I'm gonna draw in the little swirls. I think I'll make them all separate. I cannot draw for the life of me. Okay, so this is our event. So we are in the 5 line, so that's good. So that's our first card done. Second card, we have a thunderstorm, so another like climate event. So we have E and we have 13. So 13 is down here and E is here. So in E we can't really draw much. E has a lot of land. We could potentially draw it here, but I don't like that. We're gonna draw it in 13. We're gonna draw it to the side here. And I think I'm gonna draw it right here. Like so. So these climatic events, we can't stop in spaces that have climatic events. So that's important to note. We cannot stop inside of them. So that's very interesting. All right, so we have drawn those. Now we're gonna choose where we start our journey. So I was thinking maybe up here, because I'd love to go see these pirates, maybe see these pirates. But that is quite a distance as well. But then we could go down, see those pirates, and either go up or up that way. So I do think we're gonna choose this as our home port, and this is where our ship will be. So that is where we will start the game. All right, so now we start. We will always start by drawing a card of our adventure deck. It's a deck with 25 cards. I think I forgot to take out 5. Yes. So we remove the first 5, which I almost forgot. And now we will draw the top of our adventure deck. So we have Crossways Current. So we will take our blue one. So again, we can draw it in the M or in the 10 or both. It doesn't really matter. And this is kind of useful. It will help us move faster. So it would be nice to have it close by. Ooh, but we could put it in the 10 and put it like... no, we can't. That's sad. That would, oh, maybe like here then? Put it like, because it will help us move quicker down here in this little slim area. So we could go like this and like that. All right. So we can, like, if we move into this, we will go like bloop bloop and it will move us faster. It's like free movement, which is really useful. So that's our first card. Now we will roll the dice. Okay. So we have 3 navigational dice that we will put on our compass, and it will decide how fast we can sail, basically. So this is our ship right now. We have a movement of 3 every turn, and we have a cargo of 5. We already start with 3 like supplies in our cargo, but I can only have a maximum of 5 at a time. Now we have a movement of 3, but it will depend on how the wind blows, I guess. So we're going to choose south as our direction. So I will twist our compass to south, which means going south will cost us 1 movement, going southwest will cost us 2 movement, and going the other directions, it will increase the amount of movement that we need to spend. So based on this, I will move southwest, which will cost me 2, so I have 1 movement left, and we will go down 1. So I will end my movement right there. Now in your turn, you can do one of 3 actions after you roll the dice. So you first draw the card, you will roll the dice, and then you will either do a sail action, which is what I've just done. You will either explore, which is when you are adjacent to a land tile, you can explore that land. Or you can visit a port, and that's those little lighthouses. So if you're adjacent to land, you can visit the port and you will tell your story. So for now, we're gonna do a bit more sailing if we can. So second turn, we will draw a new card. Eye of the Needle. So these are really like obstructing cards. I think I'll draw them in red. I don't know if we have anything else. Well, we do. Yeah, no, we need to draw the monsters in red. So I'll draw it in orange then. So we're gonna draw, I have already played this, but I just drew everything with the black marker. But the colors are definitely more fun. So these are mountains, and obviously we cannot sail through rocks, mountains, things like that. So we will have to draw this at the intersecting coordinates if we can. So G15, we can draw them like this, but that means that now means that this way is completely blocked off for me. So I'm gonna have to sail this way. So that is how that works. So that one's really annoying for me. It's not great at all, but it is what it is. All right, that's how the solo mode really like, because when you play this with people, it's kind of like cartographer. So another player will draw the mountains for you, but you can't really block off the ports. But now that port obviously is completely blocked off. But that's to make the solo more difficult, I would say. So we have east, northeast, and we have west. Oh, west is great because we really want to go west. So we're going west, all right? So first we will move into this climate event, and we will look at our little actions. So we can't stop inside of it, but we won't. And we will mark off one story section, which is this little track down here. So we will mark off the first one. Great. We will move west again for our second movement, stopping inside of the pirates. So we will encounter pirates. Now, I don't have any cannons yet, so we will lose, we will stop, because if we have cannons that are bigger than, or more cannons than the power of the pirates, then we like immediately defeat them. We don't have that yet, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to mark off our 3 cargo that we have. I will gain 3 coins, which I love that for me. And we get 2 stories, and we get to roll, oh no, we don't get to roll dice. So we have done that, and we have conquered our first pirates, because the pirates will also be minus points if you haven't like had an encounter with them. So we'll try to do the other ones as well. I'm not sure how likely that will be. Okay, so we're gonna end our movement inside the pirates. We have to. You have to stop when you encounter the pirates. And we didn't have really much movement left anyways. So we will go to our next card. Ooh, so now we are increasing. So we have a track here which has a monster symbol and the pirate symbol. So the first are crossed off. We will cross off the second pirate symbol now, which means the pirate are at a strength of 2. We really need to visit a port next, so before actually we encounter those pirates, I could try to visit this port first. But I feel like maybe we should just go down and go around, and we'll see how far we can go. I feel like the sailing in this, I never have enough movement, which is unfortunate. Okay, we have a storm. So we will draw this S11. So S is all the way here and 11 is here. I could draw it inside of this. We can't stop inside it. So could potentially prove difficult. So maybe I should do it. I mean, I do want it to be in the way because I want to move through it. And if I put it too much off to the side, then it's going to be easier to go around, but we want to go through the events to, you know, gather more adventure. So I could explore this turn instead of sailing, but we'll see what kind of directions we roll first. South, north, and south. So we could go south 1, but I feel like we should explore. I do need more stuff of everything. I kind of need more cargo, but we rolled a 5. And so we will explore whatever is in there. So I'll explore land. So we're marking off this land, so we can't explore there again. and I will gain this benefit. So 1, 2, 3 coins. I will, because I have filled this column, I will gain the benefit at the top. So I gain 1 movement, which I'll mark down here. So I have an additional movement that I can spend once. Now we will cross it off once we've spent it. I get 1 story, and that is it for now. All right, new card. The pirates are crazy. They're gonna be so strong. And we're gonna roll. We definitely wanna move. I'm hoping for a southeast. Let's see. No, but we have a south and an east. So we'll go, I'm not gonna put down this die. Yeah, I can, but I mean, I'm not gonna explore this turn. So we're gonna go east. I'll just put it there. I hope it's all in frame. So I wanna go southeast. So I'm gonna spend 1, it's gonna cost me 2 movement to go here. But we gain an adventure, or I don't know, a story for that. And this symbol now means I get to fill my cargo hold to the max. So I get 5 cargo, which is perfect because I can do my 3rd movement to go to the east, which will give me another adventure. But I'm not allowed to stop inside of the climate events. So I will spend the movement that I gained to go east again, gain another story, and then you can always spend 1 cargo for 1 movement. So I will end my movement right there. And we will have gained a lot of stories, which is great. 3 stories. So we've done that climate event, which is great. And we've made some nice improvement. So we really want to go south next. See if we can try to do that. Ooh, we have another current, F4. 4, ooh, that could have been great, but we have F. Not really that useful for us. I could do 4 and go here, but it's a down movement. I don't know if I can shift it so I can have it move upwards. Like, can I draw it like this? I'm actually not too sure if I can, but I'm gonna do it. And if the creators are watching, I'm hoping they let us know if this is illegal or not. So I'm gonna draw in the 4 and I'm gonna draw it here. So it will give us a boost to get back to our home port, which would be good. We do want to end our game at the home port if we can, but I feel like it's gonna be a tricky situation. Okay, south is awesome. We want to go south, so that's perfect. So we move this south. So I have 3 movement. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3 down. And that's our turn. That's our turn. Next turn. Okay, we choose monster or pirate. So we're going to choose the monster because the pirates are already too strong, and we don't have a monster yet in the seas at this point. So I feel like this is good for now. And we're gonna roll. The reason I'm not rolling this die is because I'm not adjacent to land, so I can't explore even if I wanted to. So it would be, I feel like it's just a waste to roll that die, so I'm not doing that. And we have 2 east. This is not great. We really want to go more to the west. So I guess east. I guess I could do north and then spend all my 3 movement to go 1 to the west. Because if I do east, I could do Yeah, let's maybe do that. Okay, so I'll choose east, and I'll spend my 3 movement to go 1 south. That way at least I can explore if I roll badly again. So then it would serve a purpose to roll all the dice. But first we flip a card. Man, I need cannons. We could get some cannons in the next turn. Let's try to do it. Let's see what happens. Whoops, a 5. Northwest, east, southeast. Okay, we're just gonna explore. I'll explore this land right there. I can still explore the next turn even if I wanted to. So we gain a story, which gives us a coin, and we get 3 coins. 1, 2, 3, which this will give us a story. So I can't use my money. I need my money when we're at port, because I can't use money now, sadly. So we're gonna explore the land, which we've done. What I can do after exploring is I can spend cargo to build a cannon. And it is, I think, 3 or 4. I have to double check. Hold on. 4. I need to spend, which is all the cargo I have left, but we're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna build this first cannon. So we will just cross off the cost. We didn't buy it, we built it. We can also buy cannons, but we need to be at port to do that. But we'll just build our first cannon, so that's great. All right. Ooh, we get an additional movement. That's nice, thank you so much. Let's see if we roll a good direction to go in. Double northwest and east. And we could go explore another part of the land. Because northwest, I want to go southwest. I mean, it would put me here. And then I could explore potentially next turn. I do like this explore moment that we've got going on. So let's explore. We're exploring this land now, which we're also adjacent to. I get 1 cargo, 1 coin, and 2 story, which we need as much story as we can get. So I like it. All right. Ooh, our first monster, C8, which, ooh, we could put it, we've just gone past that though. I could put it up higher. I could put it here. Let's do that. Hoping that I will even get that far. Okay, all right. We will roll the dice. South, northwest, east. Okay, better, south. So we're gonna spend 2 points to go southwest, which will move us to there. And then, so that's 2 movement. So I have 1 movement left plus an additional if I want to. I could go, we wanna go that way though, and I need 3 for that, which is very unfortunate indeed. Very unfortunate. Sometimes with the movement, I feel like it's hard to sometimes end up in the place you want to be, because I really need to be at that port, and I feel like it can be tricky because it's going to take me another turn to get there, and then another turn to even visit the port, because I can't sail and visit in the same turn. So sometimes I do wish I could do more things in one turn, because with sailing, you're so dependent on the dice that sometimes I feel like I'm wasting turns just trying to get to where I want to be, which is a little bit sad sometimes. I mean, I could obviously spend the cargo to do that. Wait, let's do it. So I keep forgetting I can spend cargo to move. I really need to do that more. So we can spend our additional movement and a cargo to get to 3, so I can at least end my turn at the port. Okay. Well, we increased the monster difficulty with 2. And then we get 2 cargo though, so that's nice. All right. Well, we're gonna visit the port, so I don't need to really roll the dice for that. So we'll visit this port, which will cross it off. We will tell our story. We're at 11, so we're gonna write down 11 there. And then optionally, I can upgrade my ship, which we will do for 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will go to this bigger ship. We'll have more movement and more cargo space. And then I'm going to buy a cannon. So I'll spend 2 coins to buy the second cannon. And I think I'm just going to spend 2 more coins to get that cannon. Maybe I'll even spend 2 more coins to get that cannon, and we'll get 1 story. Because we need those cannons. So I have 4 cannons now. So, and we are at strength 1, 2, 3. Wow, the monsters are at strength 5. And the pirates are at strength 3 now. So I really need to get to that pirate before it gets stronger again, basically. So, okay, we've done that. I could spend another coin to fill my cargo. I should do that. I'll spend 1 coin. We're filling it to 7 now. I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We have 2, 3. So now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. All right. Flipping the coin. A monster. The Kraken. J2. J. Ooh, we could put it down here. 2. How the shape is difficult. I don't know if I'm allowed to place a monster on top of myself. Is that allowed? Probably not. Let's say it's not. Okay. That would be a bit crazy. I could check. Yeah, I can't even draw it inside the lines I've made. So we're gonna have to do it up here. Let's draw it here, the Kraken. All right. Okay, so we've done that. We're gonna roll. I don't need to roll the explore dice because we are not adjacent to land that we can explore. We're adjacent to a port. West and north. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Really need to go completely in the other way, basically. So I guess I'll spend 3 of my movement to go south. 1. And so I have 1 movement left. I'll spend 2 cargo to go down another 1. So I have 5 cargo left. So that's unfortunate. The pirates are going to be much stronger than our cannons now. But we do get a coin. Wonderful. Northwest, north, south, that's better, and a 5. Okay, we're gonna move, so we're gonna go south. Yeah, I think we need to do that. So we'll go southwest, southeast first, go here. And then we could go into this and then move, well, I can't move then. I could go southwest and stop at the pirates. We should probably do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5. So I'll lose some cargo. That's fine. We're gonna go and stop at the pirates. We will lose 3 cargo. So 1, 2, 3. We will gain 1, 2, 3 coins. We get a movement and a story, which gives us another movement. Great. And then we get 2 story. Nice. Okay, done that. Ooh, we get 2 cargo. That's good. We love to see it. I have now 1, 2, 3, 4 cargo. Okay, let's roll. We are adjacent to land, so we could explore if we don't roll great on the movement. Northwest and a 2. I feel like we should move though. And we have rolled east, which is nice. So I'll go east once, so that's 1 movement. We'll get a story for that. I'll go northeast, which is 2 movement. We'll get a story. I'll go east again with my final movement. And then I will spend one of our additional movements to go, you know what, I'll spend both to go northeast. So we end next to land and more towards that port that we need to go to. Ooh, that was a great turn. I love that one. That was great. Okay, we have another mountain range, D12. D12, which we can't really draw into. So I guess we're gonna draw them here, which is good because we don't need to go that way anyways. So that's perfect. 6, ooh, that's 3 story. That's good though. Southeast, south, northeast. We have drawn well on our movement. Should I explore this land first? I feel like I need to move. So we're gonna move northeast for 1 and then east for 2. And we're gonna end next to the port so we can explore the port next. We get a coin. We're just gonna straight away explore this port. So first we will cross it off and I will mark my story in the little column. Now we could upgrade our ship again. Is that worth it? That 1 additional movement for 5 coins. Or do we want to have more? Let's definitely for 1, 2, 3 get this cannon. We get 1 story for that. I have 3 coins left. So I can buy another cannon and I can buy the ship. I feel like it's good. We need more cannons. 1, 2, 3. We have now 5 cannons. So we are equal with the power of the monster and the pirate. So hopefully we can get to this monster before it increases again. I feel like I'm always behind with the power, with the pirates and the monsters. I could spend 1 coin to fill my cargo. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would give me, you know, let's do it. It will give me 3 additional cargo, which with moving, that could be worth it. So that's our turn. Next turn, obviously. So we're gonna do pirates because we're close to the monster now. And the pirates are way off. We're not gonna get to that pirate for sure. I don't think. All right, please be good. Okay, so, I mean, not great, but not bad. We'll do southeast like that. So we'll spend, oh yeah, it's actually really not great at all. Oh my goodness. So we'll spend 3 movement to go up. And I think I'm just gonna stay there because we just need a better roll to move through this and go up. Because I would spend 2 and I can't end my turn there, and then I'd have to spend 4 to go north. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're ending our turn right there. But we don't have many cards left. K8. K8. So we can draw around it. Like that. That's fine. Oops. Keep dropping the caps. Okay. West, west, northeast. Great, northeast. Okay, I was really stressing for a second there. Okay, northeast. We'll spend 2 movement to go here first, so we get a story. we're gonna do that again with our final 2 movement. Get another story. And then we're gonna go spend some additional movements. So I'm gonna spend 2 cargo to move up so we can end our turn there. I don't know how people get back to their home port. That's impossible. It has to be impossible. Okay, blue. K6. 6 though. Let's say that we can do the thing I did before. So we're gonna draw it like this, but upside down. And if I get to it, I can like jump. That's awesome. I hope that happens. I hope it happens. All right. So did the card, we're gonna roll. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll keep going northeast. So we'll go spend 2 to go up, 2 again to go into there. Now we haven't encountered a monster yet. Let's see what it does. I don't remember. So we lose, we're not stronger than this monster now. Sad. No, we are equal. We need to be equal or stronger. So we are equal to the monster's power. So we just get 2 story. Ooh, and I can fill my cargo because we crossed this off. So I am at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, worth it. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay. Are we gonna use, I mean, I really want to go through this all and then go up. So we're gonna stay here. And hopefully we'll be able to do that. Ooh, I get 2 additional cargo, which I'm not going to be able to use. I mean, we will mark them off because you get, that is the rules, is you mark them off and then at the end of your turn, if you have additional cargo, you cross off from the bottom because we do get this bonus now. And else you would lose that bonus. And if you're exploring, you can, at the end of your turn, use cargo to build the cannons. So you could do that before you mark off the like overload of cargo that you have. But we do need to cross off 2 now because I'm not exploring this turn. So we can't keep any. Okay, west. Please, we need to go west. Okay, northwest. That's good. Northeast. Okay, so we're gonna go northwest. So we'll use 2 movement to go there. We get 2 story, and we get this additional movement. We're gonna use our final 2 movement to go in there. So we get 2 story. I get a coin, and now I will use 1 additional movement and 1 cargo to move up, and I'm gonna spend 2 cargo to move up again so we can end our turn here and we can explore the port next, which is perfect. Okay, boom, 3 cargo, amazing. 1, 2, 3 cargo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exactly now. So we're exploring the cargo. Or we're exploring the port. So we are marking it off. We are at 28. So we write down 28. I don't know if you get back to your home port, if you then mark it off as well, because we haven't crossed it off because we didn't have a story to tell yet when we left. I think that would make sense that you are allowed to do that. I could buy, what can I buy? I only have 3 coins. So we're not buying anything. I have a full cargo hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're full with cargo. So I don't have to do anything. I can buy that cannon for 4 coins. So that is just it. But we need to tell our story because it's going to make a big difference with points. So we need it. All right. We have some icebergs at 03. We can't really draw that. Oh, I could draw it down here, I guess. I feel like we don't have much of a choice. but we're not going to encounter that anymore. Not going to encounter any icebergs, sadly. Okay, let's roll. We need to go east. That would be awesome. Oh, yes. Let's go east. We're going to use one movement, to go here. And then we go boop, 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 boop. That's our one movement. We're still equal with the monsters in gun power. So I will move. I have 3 movement left. For free at least, so we could move down first, and I could try to get both of them. So let's move down into this monster, and then we get 2 story, because we are strong. G7. So 7 is here, G is up there. Let's put it in G. I don't know, I mean, it's not gonna, neither is really gonna help me. Oops. Okay. I mean, that's fine. All right. We will roll. West, northwest, west. I mean, that's great. We're going northwest. So I'm gonna go up into this monster. We get 2 story, and then I will spend my final 3 movement to go southwest into here, get another 2 story. We get to fill our cargo hold, but I am full on cargo, so nothing happens. I could spend some cargo to get some additional movement, so I'll spend 2 to go north, so we can end our turn there, and I can even explore this land or move back to port. We have 2 turns left. We should be fine. I could spend 1 more movement to go northwest and go here. Then I'm still adjacent to land, and we can for sure make it back home in the final turn. I8. Okay. Okay, so let's roll everything. East, east, northeast. Wow, that's crap movement. That's really crap. So we're just gonna go and explore, and next turn we'll be fine. I have enough cargo to make it there. So we get 4 additional cargo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 coins, which is great. We get this extra point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1 extra that we cross off. Okay. All right, last turn. We get an additional movement. Wonderful. We might need it. Okay, we need to go west. West. Boom. We use our movement. We're next to our port, which will give us additional points. So let's go to scoring and see how badly we did. Ooh, I could have obviously tried to get to port in the second to last turn, or yeah, and then did the thing I said, like tell your story at your home port, so I would have had an additional boost of points. But I forgot to do that, so that's fine. But that would have been smarter. I think that is allowed because you haven't crossed it off yet as a port, so I feel like you should be able to do that. But first we're gonna write down our final story once more for the last time. We get 5 minus points for pirates we did not encounter, so there is only 1. So we get minus 5 points for that. We are at our home port, so we get 10 points for ending the game adjacent to our home port. You get 5 points if you end the game adjacent to any of the other ports, and no extra points if you're just random at some random spot in the sea. This is just a random points that we've gotten throughout the game. So for example, I get 2 additional points for having bought the medium ship. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that is it. So 7 additional points. And we will now count this all up and see how bad of a sailor I am, because last time my score was not great. 103 points is our final score. That's way better than last time. Let me see in the rules, because there's like a solo scoring chart. So I have scored in the second best, or like second best, that's not correct. I am a boring storyteller. That's my title. So the legendary bard is the highest you can get, which is 251 plus points. So I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong, but I do enjoy this game, as I've said while playing. I do sometimes wish I could do a little more in a turn. I do feel like I forget to use the cargo for movement, because that will give you much more freedom. So I think that's a really clever way to like give you a bit more freedom, but I keep forgetting about it, and then I feel very like restricted to the movement I can make. So that's definitely a great addition for that, if you remember it. At the end there I used it more, which is good. I like the cards. I like drawing the different things on the map. Sometimes I feel a little bit like it's too crowded, or I can't really draw them where I want, which is obviously the point of the game. And I feel like there's so much I want to do, because you have these like ancient statues on the sides, which you can collect and put in your cargo, which I have not done that this game, but you can, because I mostly went this way. But you can collect those as well to get additional points. But they're hard, because in the solo mode you need to collect all 3 before turn 15. And then you get like the top score for that. But that's crazy impossible to do, get all 3 of them in turn 15. I feel like that's insane. So I feel like the solo is definitely difficult, but very fun. What I like about this as a multiplayer is that you're all playing simultaneously. So you roll the dice and someone can either choose to move, they can choose to explore, depending on where they are on the map. Everybody obviously can choose at least a different port as a starting point, so you really have a different experience every time. And there's different maps. So I've used map 2, but we have, for example, this is map 3, map 4. This is map number 1, which I used to learn to play. So there's different maps to give you a different feel. And I think it's definitely a fun little roll and write. I feel like it could be tweaked maybe a little bit more. I mean, I'm not a game designer, so I feel like it's always difficult to say like, what would I change? I don't know. Maybe it would be great to get a bit more freedom in what you can do in a turn. Maybe like one additional thing. So maybe you're allowed to move always, and then either explore a port or a piece of land if you end your turn next to it. But maybe that would make it too easy. I don't know. But really I love the design of it. I think all the components look really nicely made, even though this is the prototype. It's very sturdy material. The cards are also very sturdy. And yeah, I think it will be a fun little game to play with friends and as well as solo. So if this seems interesting to you, please go check it out on the Kickstarter. I'll leave that obviously a link down below, and I'll leave their like Instagram and everything. So go check them out. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again in a new video soon. Bye.